class 11th student. Today again I am going to start chapter 4. Topic is organization of data. This is part 3. I am your economics teacher Reena Tripathi. Okay. In the previous video we had learned about what is organization of data. So organization of data means when we arrange the data in a presentable way that make a complete sense, or we are that is helpful to make conclusion and do the further evaluation. Okay. So for organization of data in tabular or diagrammatic way, before that we have to do classification of data. And what is classification of data, student? Classification of data means grouping, when we divide data into groups, okay, on the basis of similarities and dissimilarities, then it is known as a classification of data. Like I can divide your classroom on the basis of gender, that is girls and boys. Okay, I can divide your classroom on the basis of habitation, so it can be who comes from rural background, who comes from urban background. I can divide your classroom on the basis of your family income, so I can whose family salary is from 10 to 30,000, then 30 to 60,000. Okay, so there can be any base. Okay, so after that we had learned about classification of data and its basis. So we had learned about geographical or spatial, that is based on area, chronological, that is based upon time. Okay, and then we had learned about qualitative. So when data is arranged on the basis of quality, then it is known as a qualitative. Within that we had learned about the simple and manifold. Simple, when there is only explanation of data on the basis of one quality or one characteristic, like literate, illiterate, or educated, uneducated. Okay, so urban, rural. Okay, organized, unorganized, married, unmarried. And then manifold. Manifold means more than one. So when there is classification of data on the basis of more than one quality, then it is called manifold. So okay, I had given you detailed explanation in the previous video. Okay, and then quantitative basis. So there are many things that you can only represent in number, like profit, losses, expenditure, income. Okay, export, import, birth, death rate, number of the birth, students, number of the students, population, density. So these are the things that is always represented in the number. So that is considered as a quantitative, the classification of the data on the quantitative basis. Okay, in today video we are going to discuss about the variable, concept of variable. Okay, so this is the next topic that is given in your book. What is variable? So variable actually, the term variable is originated, derived from the word vary, vary, which means change. Which means what? Which means change or different. Okay, anything, any phenomena or anything that going to be changed over a period of time, and that you can measure with the help of any measurement unit, that is considered as a variable. Okay, variable is what? कोई भी चीज़ जो समय के साथ with the passes of the time that जो change होती है, और उसको आप exactly measure कर सकते हो with the help of any measurement unit, that is considered as a variable. Like your height. If I talk when your age is from 1 to 5, so your height is different. When you are in the age of 10 to 15, so your height is different. Okay, at the time, at a particular age, after that there is no increase in your height. You can take one more example, like your weight. Okay, if you are going to weight any child that age is range between 0 to 5, कोई भी बच्चा जिसकी एज जो है 0 to 5 के बीच में है, 5 years के बीच में, तो उनकी वेट डिफरेंट होगा इन कंपेयर टू हु आर फ्रॉम द एज ऑफ 15 to 20. Okay, so your age class wise it is going to be changes, your height it is also going to be changed. If you going to see your pictures that is back to 5 years, so your face is different, okay, your height is different, your weight is different. So these are the things that change, and that change you can measure with the help of measurement unit. Like height you can measure in inch or centimeter, okay. Weight you can measure in kilogram, okay, kg. So anything that change, that variable means that vary. So anything, any phenomena that changes with passes of the time या over a period of time, and you can measure it. मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग, चेंज तो इम्पॉर्टेंट है ही, लेकिन उसके साथ ये सेंटेंस बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है, ठीक है। चेंज हो रहा हो और उस चेंज को आप क्या कर सकते हो, मेज़र कर सकते हो, यू कैन मेज़र, दैट इज़ ओनली कंसीडर एज अ वेरिएबल. वन मोर थिंग, variable is only those phenomena that you can reflect in number, okay. Anything that you can represent in the number, that is only variable, like your height, weight, income, okay. When you start your job as a fresher, so your income is low, but as passes of the time, yeah, over a period of time there will be increase in your salary, okay. You get TA, DA, other facilities. So in this way your income is going to be increase, okay. And expenditure, so obviously if I talk to as a student, your expenditure is limited. Now suppose after 4 to 5 year, after 4 to 5 year you are be self-employed, so your expenditure will be different, okay. And if you imagine 10 year after, so what will happen, you become a mature person, responsible person, so obviously your expenditure is going to be more. So expenditure is what we can measure it in the form of money, okay. So height is measured in the form of centimeter, and weight is measured in kilograms. So anything that changes, and that change you can measure with the help of measurement unit, is considered as a variable, okay. What is written in your book, let's discuss it. A characteristic are a phenomena which is capable of being measured and changes its value over time is called variable. So this definition in itself is complete, okay. So you are going to write it in your copy. Example, after that you are going to write the example. What is example? Its example is height of a student, okay. And so this is two things you are going to write here, meaning of variable, and the second thing, example of variable. So height of student, okay. There are two type of variable either can discrete or continuous. So there are two type of variable, first is discrete variable and second is continuous variable, okay student. Now concept of variable, so some more detail about the term variable. So first of all, the term variable is derived from the word vary, vary. So when you go and search the meaning of vary, vary, so what is its meaning? Its meaning is differ or change, okay. So hence variable means characteristic which differ or change, okay. A variable refers to quantity or attribute whose value varies from one investigator to another, okay. Now more interesting point about variable, okay student. So first is the difference in the value may be with respect to individual item, place or time. Each value which such range is called variant, okay. Example, price. You take the example of price. If you take the example of price of potato, so the price of potato is differ in Bichya, differ in Turkmanpur, Betihata. So in different market it is different, okay. Even you can see these differences that vary state wise also, okay. Age is a variable. Why? Because एज ऑफ डिफरेंस स्टूडेंट इज़ डिफरेंट. आपकी क्लास के सारे बच्चों की हाइट बिल्कुल सेम नहीं होने वाली, ओके. सो देर इज़ डिफरेंस, एंड दिस डिफरेंस यू कैन मेजर, okay. Now Similarly, some more variables are here: height, weight, wage, expenditure, import, production. Okay, it may be noted that different variables are measured in different units. For example, age is measured in year, height in inches or centimeter, weight in kg, income in rupees, and so on. So these are the important point regarding variable that you can write in your copy. Okay, now there are two type of variable. First is discrete variable and second is continuous variable. So what is discrete variable? Okay, it is very very simple. Okay, what is discrete variable? So when variable means anything that you can represent in number, okay, and that is going to be changed over period of time and that you can measure. Okay, so that is considered as a variable. Now discrete variable, when the number is going, the number या figure, okay, when data is going to be in complete number, that is called discrete variable. Here is given, discrete variable are those variable that increases in jumps are incomplete number. Okay, for example, the number of student in class could be 1 2 3 10 11 15 20, but it cannot be 1 upon 4, 1 1 by 2, 1 3 by 4, etc. Okay, so in very simple language, discrete variable is related to complete number. Okay, it can never be in fraction. Okay, so जब भी complete number होगा तो उसे आप क्या बोलने वाले हो? Discrete variable. Okay, so this is given here. Discrete variable are those variable that increases in jumps are incomplete numbers. So this is the meaning of discrete variable. An example is given, number of the student. Okay, now here is given, in other words, discrete variable are expressed in terms of complete number. So you can also write this statement as a meaning: discrete variable are expressed in terms of complete number. Okay, or one may simply say that value of these variable are in complete number. So simply keyword is what? Discrete variable means complete number. When figure are in complete number, then it is considered as a discrete variable. Okay, now नेक्स्ट इज कंटिन्यूस वेरिएबल. सो कंटिन्यूस मीन्स व्हाट? कंटिन्यूटी. जहाँ पे क्या होगा? कंटिन्यूटी होगी, ब्रेक नहीं होगा, जंप नहीं होगा. नंबर फिगर इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी जंप लाइक 1 2 3 then 10 then 15 then 20. No, there is continuity like 1 to 5 या 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. There is continuity. Okay, so variable that assume a range, like I had given you example na, 0 to 5, 5 to 10. So this is what? This is range. Okay, so variable that assume a range of value or increase, not in jump. Okay, that increases but not jump. Okay, but continuously, that increases continuously, not going to be jump in, or in fraction, are called continuous variable. For example, height of the boys in the school expressed as 5 1 inch, 5 2 inch, 5 3 inch, so on. In short, the value of discrete variable are in complete number and continuous variable are in fraction, are in any range. तो continuous variable क्या होगा? या तो वो fraction के फॉर्मेट में होगा या वो range के फॉर्मेट में होगा. ठीक है बेटा, लेकिन वो जंप नहीं करेगा. ओके, इट इज़ नॉट कि 2 के बाद आपका सीधे 10 के बाद 20. नो, it was going to be in fraction, continuous fraction, or it is going to be in range. Okay, now there is given difference between discrete variable and continuous variable, and after studying this difference, I think you are able to understand properly what is the meaning of discrete variable and what is the meaning of continuous variable. Okay student, so what is discrete variable? Discrete variable is a variable which is capable of taking only exact value, यानी complete number, that is not going to be in fraction. जो fraction में क्या है? नहीं होगा. that is what? that is discrete variable. Okay student, on the other hand, continuous variable is a variable which can take all the possible values. It can be in integral yani in complete number as well as in fraction. Okay, but it is going to be in specified range. There will be continuity. याद रखिए वो jump नहीं करेगा. Continuous now, there is the name continuous variable, so there is continuity, there is no break, no jump. On the other hand, in discrete variable the number is going to be incomplete, okay, and there will be jump. Okay, now change in values. So these variable increases in complete number, and these variable can increase in fraction as well as in complete number. Increase होगा वो increase fraction में भी हो सकता है और वो increase किस में हो सकता है, complete number में भी हो सकता है, but it is always going to be in complete number. Increase never be going to be in fraction. Okay, next is in case of discrete variable, data is obtained by counting. Remember how we get by counting, like how many students are in your class, so how you going to tell me, by counting. Okay, yeah, how many girls present today, so how you are going to tell me, by counting. So okay, in case of continuous variable, data is obtained by measurement. Okay, on the other hand, in continuous variable we are going to do measurement, like height. हाइट आप काउंट करके नहीं बताते, हाउ हाइट आप कैसे बताने वाले हो, विद द हेल्प ऑफ द स्केल you are going to measure it and then you are going to tell me, so it is going to be change. Okay, so continuous is measured, okay, and discrete variable is how it is gained by counting. Okay, so after getting this example, there will be no confusion. Number of worker, number of student in a class are the example of discrete variable. Okay, and continuous, weight and height. Okay student, so I think discrete variable and continuous variable, I think you are now able to understand it. Discrete means what? When data या figure changes या increases in complete number and it can jump. Okay, there is not necessary कि there will be continuity. Okay, it can be jump. Okay, but it is going to be complete number. So discrete variable के लिए क्या important है, what is the keyword is complete number. It can jump but it is going to be a complete number. Okay, in continuous variable, so anything, yeah, any variable that can be in complete number as well as in it can be in fraction, but there will be continuity. याद रखिए उनके बीच में क्या होगा, continuity होगा. Okay, what is the example of discrete variable? So number of student, number of worker, number of firm, okay, number of houses, number of the people. How you get it? You obtain these figure by counting. Okay student, and if I talk about the continuous variable, so how we get continuous variable? By measurement, like your height, your weight. So we take help of some instrument and there are some measurement unit, then you are going to measure it and then you are going to gain the data. Okay student, now difference between variable and attribute. Okay, so variable and attribute, sometimes these two terms are used in place of each other, but student, there is too much difference between these two. So because you are a student of economics and you are going to learn statistic for economics, so obviously you must know what is the difference between variable and attribute. Okay, anything that changes in variable, in case of variable as well as in attribute, दोनों ही cases में there will be change. Okay, over time there will be change over a time, but in case of variable you can measure the change, आप measure कर सकते हो, but in the case of attribute you cannot measure it. Okay, you can see कि हाँ there is some differences but you cannot measure it. Why? Because you are not having measurement unit. I can give you one example that is given in your book also, like height, weight, that is what? That is variable. It is going to be change over time and you can measure it. आप इसको measure भी कर सकते हो with the help of measurement unit, like height in inches or centimeter, weight in kilogram. Okay, there are instrument, equipment, with the help of that you can measure height, you can measure weight. On the other hand, if I talk about the color of your skin या फिर softness of your skin या color of your hair, it is also going to be changed over a time, over a period of time, okay, but you cannot exactly measure it, you cannot represent it in number. आप इसको number में reflect नहीं कर सकते हो कि okay, back 5 year back your skin is this much soft, okay, and today it is this much hard. So you cannot express this much in number. Why? Because we are not having any instrument, okay, that is going to measure exactly what is the softness of या hardness of your skin या color of your hair. So this color of hair, softness of your skin, okay, honesty, these are things are quality, okay, you cannot express in numbers. So this is called attribute. I think now you are able to understand. Variable क्या होता है? जो change होता है और जिसे आप measure कर सकते हो, okay student. And variable attribute क्या होता है? Attribute वो है जो change होता है but आप उसको measure नहीं कर सकते, like color, hair, color of your hair, okay. And variable means height or weight. So that is given here. What is written here? Orderly, anything that vary or change over time is taken as a variable, but not in statistic. Color of a hair may change over time. It is variable? No, not at all. Why? Because this change cannot be numerically expressed. तो जिस चीज़ को आप नंबर में रिफ्लेक्ट कर सकते हो, फिगर में रिफ्लेक्ट कर सकते हो, और फिगर में आप कब रिफ्लेक्ट कर पाओगे? जब आप उसको मेज़र कर सकते हो. तो दैट इज़ ओनली वेरिएबल इन स्टैटिस्टिक, ओके. तो इन स्टैटिस्टिक ओनली द चेंज ऑफ an object is taken as a variable which can be numerically expressed. So remember this line. For example, average height of the student of class 10th in the year 2005 find to be 5.6 and compared to 5.5 in previous year. So qualitative change like change in IQ level of student of class 10th is called attribute. A change in the attribute is only qualitative expression, okay, excellent, outstanding. Qualitative changes cannot be ranked as 1, 2, 3. Or 1 stand for outstanding, 2 stand for excellent, or 3 stand for good, okay. So in very simple language, variable is what that changes and you can measure it and you can represent in figure, okay. On the other hand, attribute क्या होता है? Attribute is anything that changes but you cannot measure it. Like आपका IQ level है, आप उसके लिए रिमार्क दे सकते हो, हाँ you have achieved better, और वो परफॉर्मेंस चेंज होती रहती है, ठीक है. लेकिन आपकी हाइट एक बार इंक्रीज कर गई तो वो कम नहीं होने वाली है जल्दी, ओके. सो देयर इज़ नॉट मेजरमेंट यूनिट, ओके. नाउ what is raw data? Raw data means the data in its natural format. या जब आप डेटा कलेक्ट करते हो तो जो जिस फॉर्मेट में वो होता है ना, उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? रॉ डेटा बोलते हैं. लाइक सपोज यू आर गिविंग योर हाफ ईयरली एग्जामिनेशन और एनुअल एग्जामिनेशन. सो वी इन द क्लासरूम देयर इज सिटिंग अरेंजमेंट, okay student, and randomly you sit, okay, and I collect the copies and then I check, then I give the marks, allotted the marks, so, and then I note in a page. So this is the example of what? This is the example of raw data, okay. So raw data is what? Raw data, this is the meaning, a mass of data in its crude form. So this is the meaning. A mass of data in its crude form is called raw data, okay. ये unorganized होते हैं, that is why we cannot interpret it, we cannot do further analysis, okay. So these are yet to be organized by the investigation. Yani in simple language, raw data is what? When data are unorganized, there is no sequence, it is not arranged in ascending order or descending order. There is written 10 marks, then 30 marks, then 20 marks, then 5 marks, then 0 marks. So this is what? This is unorganized data. So when we are going to organize it, then it is going to be called series, okay. So here what is the raw data? When data are unorganized. So here is given one example, okay. Marks obtained by the student of class 11th in statistics. You can see here 20, sorry 30, then 25, then 15, then 30, 20. So there is no sequence. Sometimes there is a bigger digit than small digit, small value, so there is no sequence. So this type of data is not helpful. Okay, so this is the example of raw data. Okay, now series. When raw data are converted into meaningful way, yeah, it is converted in a proper sequence in ascending or descending order. Yeah, it is organized. When unorganized data are organized, it is called series. What it is called? It is called series. Okay, what is written in your book? Raw data are classified in the form of series. Series refers to those data which are presented in some order or sequence. तो जब हम डेटा को किसी ऑर्डर या सीक्वेंस में रिप्रेजेंट करने लगते हैं, उन्हें ऑर्गेनाइज कर देते हैं, तो दिस इज कॉल्ड सीरीज. ओके, सो आप इसे या तो अरेंज कर सकते हो असेंडिंग ऑर्डर में या फिर डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ सीरीज? Series refer to those data which are presented in some order or sequence. So when data are represented in proper sequence, this is called series. Okay student, now type of statistical series. तो broadly statistical series are of two type. ये two types के होते हैं. The first one is individual series or series without frequency. So any series that is not having frequency, when all the value of each item are listed separately or individually, then it is called individual series. Okay, now frequency series are series with frequency. So there are two types. It is further divided into two: discrete and discrete series are frequency array या frequency distribution या series with class interval. In very simple language, so it is your individual series. Okay, and then this is your discrete series and this is your continuous series. And already in your 10th standard you had learned about mean, median, mode, and there you are familiar with individual, discrete and continuous. So this is not new thing. I know theory part is new, but this mathematical part is not new for you. Okay student, so type of series: individual series, frequency series that is divided into discrete and frequency distribution. Okay, so thank you for today.